FC Copenhagen 4, Manchester United 3. Manchester United essentially, basically, pretty much knocked out of the Champions League. We are bottom of the group. Another shit performance. Another bad result. Just when you think they're going to turn it around, they come and they let you down once again and they break your heart and they take all that hope that they just gave you and they take it right back out and they flatten you. They flatten you like a 18-wheeler running you over. Man, I mean, I'm more disappointed than mad. I can't even be mad. At halftime, I was absolutely furious. I was ready to rant, but that was mostly because of the red card decision that I don't personally think was a red card. I think it was a bullshit call, another bullshit call, a bad call by VAR, but we've been getting those all seasons. Literally, I think we're averaging one VAR decision against us in every match and every competition that we played in so far. So, but yeah, I mean, we were cruising 2-0. We're living on easy street. You're starting to think Rasmus is going to get a hat trick today. We're going to win 4 or 5. It's going to be a big story. It's going to spur the team on. This is where we start the season. And then Rashford gets a red card. Again, not a red card. Bullshit. It's a bullshit call. Fuck VAR. Fuck these decisions. I'm tired of this bullshit. Okay? But you're up 2-0. Now, Ten Hag left it as it was. And we said we should put on Amrabat. The only problem with that is he already made one substitute. So if he stopped to make another substitution, he would only had one substitution left for the remainder of the game. And maybe, he was trying to get to halftime. Call it naive, call it whatever you want, but I can understand if that's what his thinking was. I don't necessarily disagree. It's a gamble. Took the gamble. Didn't work out for us because we conceded 2. Now, the first goal they scored, it's a play. They made the play. They outplayed us on the play, and they scored a good goal. Can't really complain. Down a man. The handball, I'm going to argue. I'm going to say, I don't know if it's a handball. I don't think it was. I don't think it should have been given. I'm obviously biased. But then we come out, second half, and we start pretty good. And you know what? We get a handball of our own. That is probably controversial, and there's probably many people debating, saying that it is a handball and it's not a handball. But for me, I don't care because I think we were not done justice correctly on 2 big decisions. And so I didn't even care. I don't care if it was actually a handball or not. They owed us at least that much. Got the handball, got the penalty. Bruno scores the penalty. We're up 3-2. We're looking all right. As soon as it went to 3-2, I said to my buddy over here that I was talking to, I said, they're going to tie it up. We need to score another 2-3 goals because I said, I don't trust this team. I said, they're going to tie it up. Somehow, some way, some stupid bullshit is going to happen. And that was right after we scored the pen. And lo and behold, we make a stupid mistake trying to play out of the back with a man down. And you give the ball to Rooney Baghdadi, who, by the way, 17-year-old kid. He's a very top talented. I've known about him before this goal. Top talented kid, top talent in like his age group. He's 17. He's one for the future for sure. And the kid's very talented. I think he will be playing on a very big club by the time he's 19, 20. They give him the ball, took a Maguire, scored a very nice goal. Was shit for us. because it was a shit mistake. And here we are, 3 points, bottom of the table. Nobody wanted to believe that Ten Hag overachieved last season. People want to argue that we've gone backwards. I don't think we were supposed to go as far forward as we did last season. I think it's pretty clear. I think this team needs a lot of work. I think the team needs an overhaul. The team needs to start fresh. There needs to be, to move forward from what we've experienced the last 10 years, there needs to be a fresh, clean start. Now, we're not going to get that with the Glazers still around, but in terms of player personnel, coaches, staff, the way the transfer strategy is, just all of that needs to be changed, and it needs to be done. I don't want Europa League, so I hope we don't finish in a spot to get Europa League. I don't want it. If we're not going to be in the Champions League, might as well not be in any European competition. I don't want this team to be playing Thursdays and Sundays. They're already struggling playing as it is. I say, if we're not going to be in Champions League, screw it. We play 1 game a week. And we play 1 game a week. And that's it. And hopefully that benefits us. We'll be playing less matches. We should be more fresh. We should sustain less injuries, and maybe somehow we make it to 4th and we go again after that. But another loss for words. I mean, what the fuck? How this is happening? And they're gonna come for Ten Hag again, and I don't know. I don't know. I feel empty. I don't really have, like, usually I have a very strong feeling. You know what it is? I feel defeated. I feel absolutely defeated. However many games we are into the season, I don't even know, but I feel absolutely defeated already. I mean, it's too much shit, too much negative shit going on at the same time. We're getting screwed by the refs and VAR. Our players aren't playing good, so we're screwing ourselves. We're screwed from injuries, and we're screwed from our owners from not selling the club. The club and us, the fans, are literally getting screwed from every angle. We are like, it's like Braz's television right now. Prime time. 7-on-1. We're getting absolutely fucked, dude. Fucked, man. We have zero luck right now. Zero. We have 0 things going our way. And again, I already said this in one of the previous videos. I'm going to have to say it again because honestly, it kills me. I feel so bad for Rasmus Højlund, man. I feel so bad for this fucking kid, man. Scores 2 goals. He puts his team on top. What more do you want from the kid? He's been dying for goals. And the team, even though we got robbed, we still, in my opinion, we shouldn't have lost that game. It should have, the minimum, come out with a tie. The minimum. And the team has let him down again. And it's just, they let us down and they let the manager down once again. So, but you know what? I fully accepted this is how bad we are. This is the level we are. It just shows, how much damage the Glazers have done, how much damage Richard Arnold and Ed Woodward have done over the past 10 years. And this is where they've brought the club to. We are bottom of the Champions League table, in a table that you would argue at the peak of our powers, at the peak of our prime, we would be fighting for first. Would we come in first? I don't know, but it would be damn close. Probably come down to the last game. and it would probably be a 50-50. And we are anywhere from a third place team to an eighth place team, depending on how we perform that season, because there's no consistency. And we have a long way back, but I am prepared for the fact that if Sir Jim is allowed to come in and make these changes and they have a plan and they want to go for a plan, I'm all ready for that. They need to have Glazers are getting out after a certain period written in a contract or something, whatever agreement that cannot be changed or whatever for any reason. And they come with a plan, and I'm gonna have to back it, because I mean, there's nothing else to do. There's nothing else unless we protest. But I don't know if the fan base is still ready for this. I feel like 60% of the fan base has given up on protesting, on trying to get the Glazers out. I mean, I don't think that's really acceptable. I think every fan should be doing the most to continue protesting no matter what. This isn't what we wanted. We wanted the owners gone. The owners are still here. And I think we need to continue to keep voicing our opinion and keep showing displays of protest against them until the day that they actually leave. But yeah, on the game, the match, I've been let down too many times. I can't even be angry, dude. I can't even be angry, but just we're fucked, man. We're fucked. It's gonna be a long and very difficult to take season, and you might as well accept it now, because it's gonna drive you mentally insane, or it's gonna kill you if you don't. Because I'm telling you now, this is going to be all season. It's going to be a little bit up and then back down, and then a little bit up, but not as high as we were before, and then back down further than we were before. And it's going to keep going like that for the rest of the season. So it's going to be very difficult. Still Ten Hag in. I'm going to go down with the ship on Ten Hag. I will not be Ten Hag out. Don't care. Don't care if we're in 14th. Don't care if we're in 17th. Can't be Ten Hag out, because I know the problems, and I know the real problems at this club. And until those problems are dealt with, it doesn't matter what manager you have. Doesn't matter. Unless somebody like Sir Jim Ratcliffe is allowed to take over sporting control, comes in with a plan, starts clearing up shit, starts changing stuff. Then listen, if they want to sack the manager, I hope they don't, because I still think he's the correct manager, and under a proper structure, I think he can do a lot of good for us. But if that's what they choose to do, that's the only way I'll back that. These guys, Glazers, Arnold, they can't be here while Ten Hag is sacked. They can't be here. They need to fucking. I mean, the Glazers are obviously staying, but Richard Arnold, Murtaugh, whoever else is in key positions on the footballing side, all those people, they need to go before Ten Hag goes. I won't agree with that if Ten Hag is sacked before any of those people, because you set him up to fail. You set him up to fail. He came in with very high standards. He pushed. He didn't beat around the bush. He wanted to challenge. He said it every week. We want to challenge for everything, and we want to win every game. Those are bold statements to come in after you take over that fucking disaster he took over, and it's your first season, and you're going from the Dutch league to the English Premier League, the best league in the world, and you're taking over Manchester United, who are run like shit. And he came and he set those standards, and he aimed high. There's a ton of managers that they come in, they'd say, well, this is a process and blah, 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 and we need time and we need to do this. And, you don't get results right away. And, we would like the challenge for the title, but we're not there yet. And but all that stuff. He didn't do any of that. and he managed to get a trophy and go to third. I think, if you're asking me, that's similar to Mourinho. When Mourinho said finishing second and Europa League is one of the best things in my career, I was pissed when he said that, because at that time the standards were still high. We were still attached. We were still in our ways from the Ferguson era. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. But as time passed on, that looks more and more in favor of him. And we just kept going in the other direction. So I think for Ten Hag to get third and to get a trophy, I think that's an achievement for him. I think that's the same level as Mourinho, basically, because we've actually gone down. So the Glazers have actually lowered the standards even more, to the point where we are so bad that third in the Carabao Cup is almost equivalent to what was it, like 4 or 5 years ago, to Mourinho and Europa League, second and Europa League. It's almost the same. I mean, that's how far the standards have fallen here because of the Glazers. So, what are you gonna do? We got a game, another match. If you could find the strength to put yourself through it again, because who knows what the hell is gonna happen. We're playing Luton, right? So it's supposed to be 3 points. Everybody says it's 3 points, which actually scares the crap out of me, because with our luck and the way shit's going, somehow we'll lose. And we'll get absolutely annihilated by everybody and get laughed at, which they're already laughing at us because we're at the bottom of the Champions League table. And I won't be watching that one, so I won't be able to really watch it well. So there probably won't be a match reaction. And then we have international break for 2 weeks, so boring shit for 2 weeks. No football. Even though we lose and it's heartbreaking, I'd rather watch that than watch international football. That's how boring international football is to me. But yeah. So after the game on the weekend, 2 weeks, international break, and then we're back. I think we're back against Everton, I want to say. And I guess we go from there. Hopefully we get back some players from injury. After the 2 weeks, I think we're supposed to get 1 or 2 players for sure. And we go from there. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done already. It's a massive help to the channel. It does a lot. It takes 30 seconds of your time. Thank you. Have a good night, good morning, wherever you're from watching this, and we'll see you on the next one. And don't worry, we will definitely give you another one.